Hi everyone, my name is T.J Babey and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself and tell you a little bit more about who I am. First off, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to be nominated to serve on the board of directors for BC Hockey. It's something I take great pride in and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Just to give you a bit of a background on my professional experience, I work at the Gustafson School of Business at the University of Victoria, where I work primarily with undergraduate business students, helping develop their co-op journey with them, along with developing the partnerships necessary within the Victoria business community to create opportunities for undergraduate business students and other opportunities between the institution and various businesses in the community. Previous to that, I was the Director of Marketing at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where I developed a phenomenal amount of marketing and communication experience. I've also worked in various athletic departments, including serving as the Marketing and Sponsorship Officer for the UVic Vikes and for the St. Trojans Athletic Department in Calgary, Alberta. Educationally, I hold a Bachelor of Management from the University of Lethbridge and an MBA from the Gustafson School of Business at UVic. Hockey is in the blood of who I am. It's been a part of my entire life. I've played it for over 20 years, including my time as a Canadian college hockey player where I played for the St. Trojans and won 3 championships as a player and 1 as an assistant coach. I've developed strong ties to hockey in British Columbia and very strong connections within the province and also nationally across Canada and internationally. And I would be very grateful for the opportunity to work with the youth in BC and help develop opportunities for them to grow as individuals. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is Shelina Babul, and I'd like to take a couple of minutes to tell you a bit about myself and why I'd like to put my name forward seeking election for the BC Hockey Board of Directors. First and foremost, I've been at the BC Children's Hospital for the past 19 years and have several positions in my capacity at the hospital. I'm the Associate Director and Sports Injury Specialist at the BC Injury Research and Prevention Unit. I'm the Director of the BC Children's Hospital Emergency Department Injury Surveillance Program and an investigator with the BC Children's Hospital Research Institute. I'm a Clinical Associate Professor in the Department of Pediatrics, Faculty of Medicine, UBC, and an investigator with the Center for Brain Health at UBC. My area of research primarily focuses on concussions and traumatic brain injuries and the strong need to really standardize care amongst all audiences, including medical professionals, school professionals, parents, players, and coaches. Concussions are an acute, urgent health problem, which some coin an invisible epidemic, and there is a strong need to recognize it and deal with it immediately to avoid long-term disability and, in some cases, possibly even death. I currently sit on the Safety and Risk Management Committee, and last year at the BC Hockey AGM and the passing of the resolution to mandate the concussion awareness training tool to all on-ice officials, BC Hockey was the first province to set precedents by taking concussion seriously and placing a high importance on the safety of all their players. Since then, we've received countless positive emails on the value of having this online training. It is for this reason that I'd like to put my name forth for the BC Hockey Board of Directors. I believe that prevention and safety should be at the forefront of our minds for not only the 55,000 players in BC, but everyone and anyone else involved in the game that we love to play and watch. We need to build and grow the game in a positive manner and in a way that instills a culture of safety and respect for anyone involved in the game. I thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and I look forward to seeing and speaking to you at the upcoming AGM at Sun Peaks. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chuck Campbell, and I'm running for re-election to the BC Hockey Board of Directors. I'm sorry I am unable to attend the annual general meeting this year, but I am recovering from surgery. Over the last 20 plus years, I have been involved in minor hockey organization in New Westminster as treasurer and then as president and treasurer again. I've also served as chair of the audit committee for Pacific Coast Minor Hockey, as finance chair for the Hockey Canada's ESO Cup competition in 2013, and for the last 2 years as a member of the board of directors and chair of its finance committee and risk management committee. When not working for hockey, I am a member of the faculty of the Sauder School of Business at the University of British Columbia, where I teach advanced financial accounting to those who are going to become certified public accountants. Under the new governance model for BC Hockey, it's very important that we have someone on the board who has subject matter expertise in finance. And that's one of the qualities that I bring to the board and will be able to bring to the board in following years, future years, if I am reelected. My philosophy with respect to minor hockey is that the purpose of minor hockey, like many other youth activities, is to provide a forum to enable adults to pass values on to young people. In order to do that, we have to have the young people doing something that they want to do. It's our responsibility to make the game safe, to make the game fun, and to try as much as we can, consistent with the first two, to reduce the red tape, to make it easy for people to play. That's what I have tried to do in the 20 some odd years that I've been involved in minor hockey. That's what I will continue to do if I am reelected. I'd like to thank you for your support in the past and ask for your support in reelecting me to the board. Thank you.
I am Brian Harrison, and I am asking for your support as I seek re-election to the Board of Directors of BC Hockey. Prior to being elected to the board at last year's AGM, I served on the executive of BC Hockey as Junior B Director for a number of years. When the membership adopted the new governance structure, I took on the role of Junior Coordinator. During my time on the executive, I was a member of the Governance Committee and assisted with the drafting of the new governance model now in place with BC Hockey. Over the years, I have served as a minor hockey president, a coach, and referee-in-chief. I had a successful career in education as a supervising principal and supervisor of student teachers at the university level. I believe I was known as a fair and caring administrator who worked hard to make learning a positive and rewarding experience for my students. I was an elected director on the Cowichan Valley Regional District for 15 years. For several of those years, I was board chair. I also served as sports director for the BC Senior Games and as co-chair of hockey operations for the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships hosted in my community this year. I know from experience that in order to be a good board member requires cooperation and collaboration with not only the membership, but also with both fellow board members and staff in order to move an organization towards its goals. As the member of the board of directors this year, I served on the Finance Committee and chaired the Standing Committee on Conduct, which has redrafted the conduct policy in order to make this policy more relevant to our members, as well as to bring it into conformity with our new governance model. If re-elected, I believe my understanding and knowledge of the policy side of the organization will continue to be of value to the membership. Further, I feel I possess the experience and skills necessary to continue to be a strong contributing member of the BC Hockey Board of Directors. Again, I am Brian Harrison, and I would appreciate your vote as I would welcome the opportunity to serve the membership for another term on the Board of Directors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andrew Jacobite. I've been volunteering with minor hockey for about 25 years now. Since 2010, I've been on the Board of Directors here at BC Hockey. I'm a business owner, a video producer, and currently the mayor of the city of Penticton. Being involved in municipal politics for the last 8.5 years, I certainly understand process, governance, bureaucracy, and the importance of having a good team. I think the new structure here at BC Hockey has been good. We have sort of the high-level policy thinkers, which is the board. We have the subject matter experts, which is the working groups, which has really enabled staff to go out and execute on the policies, the bylaws, and the directives for the membership and by the membership. Our mission statement is to lead, develop, and promote lifelong hockey experiences. And really, that's what the board should be focusing on. We need to be looking at where it's going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road. The way we coach and teach our kids certainly is way different than when we first played minor hockey. First of all, the game's changed. There's more sporting options for kids. The pressures that they put on themselves, not just from the crazy parents, but from their peers and within their own self-confidence, really dictates that we need to be more proactive on where we're going, what we're providing for programming, and ensuring that the game is fun, that we're teaching core skills, which also translates to life skills. And we're also promoting a lifelong passion, so people are giving back to hockey way after their minor hockey days are over. I'd like to think I've made an impact. I was a good contributor. It's a good balance of good people, and I'm very proud to be part of that. I'm actually happy to see others putting their names forward to help BC Hockey be a leader with sports organizations throughout the country. I think that's a good thing. I humbly do ask for your support. I hope you will re-elect Andrew Jacobite to the Board of Directors here at BC Hockey. Thank you.
Hello out there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cindy Secord. I'm currently employed by the Surrey School District. Amongst other duties, I manage a budget in corporate services. Corporate services provides furniture and services to schools and programs throughout the city of Surrey. In addition, I've been at times a commercial fisherman, a stay-at-home mother, a payroll professional, and a bookkeeper. In the hockey world, I've been a minor hockey association executive, including president. I spent 3 years as managing director of female with our district, 4 years as vice president, 3 years as president, providing service and structure in league play to 20,000 players from Hope to Sunshine Coast and from Whistler to Seattle. I've sat on various committees with BC Hockey, including minor committee, governance committee, and female development. I have volunteer experience in off-ice officiating with both Vancouver 2010 Olympics and the IIHF. I have traveled extensively in our province, both by boat and by vehicle, and I'm familiar with the climate, geology, and demographics of BC, from Victoria to Liard River and from Allen to Fernie. I have thrown my hat in the ring for the position of Director of BC Hockey. I'm asking for your support in the BC Hockey elections in Sun Peaks the weekend of June 10th. I believe I will bring value to the branch with my experience, not just as a minor hockey volunteer, but also with my knowledge and interest in youth sport in the province of BC. I understand the Board of Directors as a policy board. I bring my experience to this board with the goal of serving the sport of hockey, minor, junior, and senior, through service on the Board of Directors of BC Hockey. I thank you for your support.